Hello friends, I'm Rahul and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see 7 benefits of GitOps. GitOps is the concept where we use Git as a single source of truth. So where we keep all the code, all the data related to the application or related to the infrastructure. So we use GitOps when we want to deploy our infrastructure in a cloud native environment automatically. Also, we can deploy our application automatically. So basically, in the GitOps, we can mention the steps or the task which we want to perform in a file. So in GitHub, we use workflow files, and in the GitLab, we use GitLab CI file to provide this kind of information. Let's see the 7 benefits of GitOps. So the first benefit is efficiency. So as everything is automated, so the efficiency of the work is very high because when we push our code to the Git flows or the workflows and the GitLab CI triggers. And because of this automation, the efficiency of the code is increased. The automation is itself an efficient way to do or to perform the task in lesser time with no human interventions and with no human errors. So with this feature, we can say that GitOps is actually eliminating the possibilities of human errors. Second benefit is version control tool and auditing. Version control tool is a very important feature of Git, where Git actually tracks the changes which we push time to time. So when we are working among all the other teammates or the colleagues, it happens when many of the people are working on the same functionality and they want to push the code to Git. So to distinguish who made which change and how and when, so these things can be tracked using Git. For the auditing purpose also it works because we should be aware of the changes like the chronology, the timings and everything. So Git keeps the track of these things. Then for the approval process, we can also have some mechanism of approving the changes to the main branch. So there are a few restrictions, there are a few policies we can utilize to protect our code from tampering or any wrong code is getting pushed to the repo. So using these policies, we can restrict these kind of incidents or accidents. The third benefit is consistency and standardization. So as we are using Git as a single source of truth, so we have all the data with us in a single location. When we apply the same code to multiple environment, it actually creates the consistency and the standardization. So as the code is same across all the environments, it is very easy to test and roll back if needed. So fourth benefit of GitOps is collaboration and transparency. So using Git, we can collaborate among the team. So we don't have to wait for other member to complete his code and then to take it in your bucket and make changes. You can directly push to Git, and if anyone want to make any changes, he can pull your data or the code and he can make his own changes and he can again push it to the central repository where you can also see the other changes. So this is actually a very efficient way of collaboration. For the transparency, you can have all the data in the Git and you can see what kind of a data has been added to the code. Using this, the transparency is maintained and you have all the proper information on what the other person is doing. Fifth benefit is security and access control. So as we have the authentication mechanism and the policies, access control policies, we can restrict few users from performing any activities. So for example, we can allow people to push to feature branch and not to the main branch. Only few people can push to main branch, or maybe a few people or group of the people can approve before merging it to the main branch. Using this, we are enhancing the security and also introducing access control mechanism in between. This is actually preventing others from making any unauthorized or unidentified, not approved kind of changes to the main branch. Next benefit is reproducibility and predictability. In this, we can ensure that all the environments are actually produced by a single code. So we are actually consistently making the changes to the single source, and we are replicating that particular code in multiple environments. This kind of approach actually minimizing the risk of failures in the production. So imagine you have the code in your CI environment or testing environment where you are testing thoroughly the functionality, you are testing in depth, and then you are pushing it to the higher environments where other teammates can also make some changes or test it thoroughly. After making all the changes and testing it properly, you can push it to the higher environments, and then you can push it to non-production and production environments. So it actually minimizes the risk of last minute failures. The last benefit of GitOps is rapid recovery and rollbacks. Using Git, in case of a failure, you can roll back it to the well-known last state. So the state actually, you may know, like version 1 was working fine, but when we introduced version 2, it is not working. So you know V1 is working fine, and you can roll back quickly to the V1. So this rollback capability is very much needed, and it actually eliminates the last minute hustle to recover the environment or reproduce the error and troubleshooting steps. Thanks for watching the video. If you like, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, please write down in the comment below. Thank you.